Good morning. How's everybody doing? Oh, come on. We got Choffin. I'm supposed to be hyped. How's everybody doing? You have an opportunity to get hyped and scream and get on the night. How's everybody doing? Are you breathing? You should be doing good if you're breathing. Before I go any further, I just want to give honor to our principals and my colleagues for giving me an opportunity to speak, because everybody in here, as far as administrators, teachers, are more than qualified to be here. So I thank them for just giving me the opportunity just to talk to you all, encourage you all, to build you up, speak life. It's time for life. We've seen a lot of death in Youngstown, right? And we need to speak life into you. And just want to kind of introduce myself. My name is Justin Burnette. I go by JB. Everybody knows me as JB. To the students, you call me Mr. JB. I'll give a little quick background. I will explain the purpose of the shirt in a minute. But I've been in the education field probably since 2003. I was a case manager at United Methodist Center. And I had a passion to work hands-on with students. And as a case manager, I couldn't do it. I was very limited. So my journey in education started in 2003. I'm probably telling a little bit of my age. Okay, I have a young mind and a young heart. But that's where my journey started as far as working in the classroom. I am an educational assistant here. And I just have a passion, and that's part of my calling, is to work with young people like yourself, to build you up, to speak life into you, to give you hope, to cancel the assignment of your fears and your doubts and your worries, because I was raised in some of the same neighborhoods you were raised in. I had drugs at the top of my street, bottom of my street, all around me. I could have took drugs, I could have sold drugs, I could have did all of that. All my homeboys, they sold drugs. All the people I played ball with, they sold drugs. The opportunities was there. But guess what? I wanted a better life. And that better life was, I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to smoke. I didn't want to get into that. I wanted to have the opportunity to come for young people like yourself and say, you know what? I never drank or smoked. And that was my choice. And that choice has made my life so much better, because I don't know if I would have smoked crack. I don't know where I would be. I don't know if I took a sip of alcohol or weed or heroin and all that kind of stuff that's out there, because they're laced and different things. I don't know where I would be if I would have took that one time, because that's all it takes, that one time to smoke that weed that was laced, and then you're out of your mind. And I don't want to see none of that happen to any of you. One of the basketball players I played ball with, he's out of his mind right now because he went to a party, left his drink somewhere, they put something in his drink, and even now, when I see him, he doesn't even know where he's at because they put something in his drink. I don't want to see that happen to none of you. And so I want to encourage you on today that there's more to life than what you see. I know you're looking at your neighborhood, and maybe your neighborhood is ran down, houses are torn down, no houses, but listen, there's more to life than what you see. Your visual, your natural visual can deceive you to make you think that there's nothing in life. But it's more. And here at Choffin, you have nothing but gifted and anointed teachers that's here to help unlock the greatness that's within you. Who knows that they're great? I'm glad some of you didn't raise your hand, because you don't realize that when God created you, He put greatness within you. You just don't know. But guess what Choffin is here to do? We're here to unlock that. We're here to open your minds, because you're here for a particular reason. Who knows why they're here? Can you tell me why you're here, young lady? You can take your mask off. Don't get nervous. Why are you here? Why are you here? You want to get better what? Okay, you want to come grab this? Just come grab it. Don't be scared. Come on. Who else? Who else knows why they're here? You cats? So we're going to see how to get your hands in. Okay. Who else knows why they're here? I see you. I see you too, but I see you. Come on, don't hide now. I see your hand. Why are you here? You're here to do what? So basically what you're saying is, hold on. Did you hear what she said? She said she's here because she wants to go to college and do nails. But do you understand that you don't have to go to college to start your business to do nails? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to unlock the greatness that's within you. Because oftentimes, that's the way I was raised. And there's nothing wrong with college. I got my college degree. And I'm also going to explain what's on my shirt too. But the point that I'm making is, there's nothing wrong with college, but at least go to college to get educated in what you want to do. That's the key. So you have to ask yourself, you can come grab this while I talk. Come on, move fast, move expeditiously. We're running out of time. Listen, there's nothing wrong with college, but go to college for what you want to do. What are you passionate about? What is it that you've been dreaming about? Because I guarantee you, and I'm not even being prophetic, I guarantee you, a lot of you have dreams of doing big things, and you're trying to figure out, how can I go about doing, how can this happen? You have, where are you here? I had you in 6th grade. Go ahead, where are you here? Okay. You know why you're here. Your purpose. Your purpose is why God created you. He put purpose within you. Guess what? I found my purpose. The teachers in this room have found their purpose, and we're here to unlock your purpose. Isn't that smooth? We found our purpose. We found what we're supposed to be doing. We're locked in. We're all about you now, and that's why you're here. So we want to help unlock your purpose. This shirt that I have on is the nonprofit organization I started like 13 years ago. You're going to hear number 13 a couple of times, because at the age of 13 is when I accepted Jesus as my personal Savior. That's the first time I ever heard God speak. First time I ever heard God speak was at the age of 13. Had a conversation, and I was obedient to what He was instructing me to do. So at 13 years old, I got saved. Now I'm going to expedite this, because then 13 years later, at the age of 26, the Lord told me that not only would I preach the gospel, but I was starting a ministry called Up Ministries. And my assignment is to empower men, women, and young people like yourself to make sure that you use your gifts that God gave you to build His kingdom. He gave you a gift, and you're supposed to use it. Some of you don't even know what your gift is. But He gave you a gift. Whether He gave you one or He gave you a bunch, He gave you a gift to use. And God is not going to take that gift back. So He wants you to use the gift, and the gift that He gave you is to impact somebody else's life. We're using our gifts as teachers and administrators to impact your life. So when we unlock your purpose and your gifting, we want you to use your gifting to impact somebody else's life. You kind of see how that works? So at the age of 30, telling my age, that's when this Up Ministries launched. And I just got hired at the YMCA. You wouldn't believe how I got hired. I went down there for membership. And Mike Schaefer, which is retired right now, which is one of my mentors, he said, I'd rather hire you than make you pay for the expensive membership. Why? Because he's seen purpose. He's seen that I had a passion for young people. And he hired me. He basically paid me to do what I love to do. So what is that telling you? You can get paid to do what you love to do, but you got to find out what you want to do. And you can't settle. If you settle, you'll never fulfill your purpose. You can't procrastinate. Procrastination only delays your progress. I'll get into my next point, because everybody got a process and everybody got a journey. And you can't fly through the process. You're homeschooled and coming to Choffin on time, every day, giving your all is part of your process. You don't give your all, you delay the process. It's about you living a fulfilled life. The world tells you live a successful life. You want to live a fulfilled life. Fulfilled life exceeds living successful. Because you know why successful is? You plateau and succeed. You come here and get a certificate. Is that it? After you get a certificate? Come on, talk to me. Don't get nervous now. Talk to me. Y'all talk on Snapchat and all that other stuff. If you get who said no? But guess what some people do? They feel that they have reached their maximum because I got a certificate, I'm done. But if you think about fulfillment, you understand there's more to life than just the certificate I just acquired or worked hard for. So you can't procrastinate. You can't come here slacking. Because if you slack now, you're going to slack for the rest of your life. It becomes a habit. And to get to where I'm at, I had to work hard. I had to sacrifice. I had to go through a process of people not liking me and not accepting me. I had my own family members. When I started staying in that ministry, my whole family was in uproar just about. Why are you starting that ministry? Why are you doing this? Why? Because they didn't see purpose. They didn't understand my assignment. And they were more frustrated because I was starting a ministry, which is something good. They was frustrated because I wanted to impact young people's lives. That's why I'm here at Choffin. It fits my gifting. I get to use all my gifts at Choffin. I get to maximize my potential at Choffin. I couldn't do it at East. I couldn't do it at Chain, but I could do it here. And so whatever your journey or your process is, guess what you got to do? You got to embrace it. Who likes to run away? Who said me? When things get hard, what do? Who runs away when things get hard? Okay, we got somebody honest. Who else runs away when things get hard? Or you don't bother it, or you just let it lie there. Guess what? That thing will never leave. You can't allow fear to grip you and stop you from going forward. It's all about going forward. It's all about going to another level. It's all about perfecting you. Every day I'm trying to get better. I don't want to be stuck in yesterday. What is yesterday going to do for me? Is it going to do anything for you to be stuck in yesterday? And guess what? A lot of you are still stuck in your yesterday. You have some expired stuff that some of you need to let go of, because guess what's going to happen? Anybody drink expired milk? Y'all laughing, but I'm for real. Anybody eat food that's spoiled? Okay, listen. The point that I'm trying to get you to understand, as funny as that sounds, there's some expired stuff in your life that you need to let go of. And guess what? It's going to hinder you from going forward. There's some people that you need to let go of that you don't want to let go of. That's going to hinder you going forward. There's some things that you love so much that's going to hinder you from going forward. I had to let go of some things I love so I can go forward. You say what? No, because I see where I'm at. See, what happens is we think holding on to stuff and trying to take everybody with us for the journey, we think that's what's up. But everybody ain't assigned to your journey. You got some people that are designed to hinder you from getting where you're supposed to get. All my homeboys I grew up with, the more, listen, I'm going to tell you, the more I grew in Christ, the more my friends backed away. Because I understood my assignment, I understood that God had something greater for me, and me kicking it with my homies was going to get me there. Understanding where I'm at now. Nope. At the time, yeah, it was hard because I didn't want to let go of stuff. But when I realized my future was much brighter and greater if I let it go, they still cool with me. Matter of fact, I'll tell you this, some of my friends support what I do. That even though we don't hang tight and I see them in passing, they support what I do. They got my back. But it's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take hard work to get to where you want to get to. And you can't expedite or speed up the process. Because if you try to speed up the process, you're going to miss the stuff that you need for the process. Who used to play Mario Brothers? Anybody play Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers? I know it's a generation y'all play Xbox and all that kind of stuff. Listen, when I used to play Super Mario Brothers, I'm coming from close. I got about 10 minutes. I couldn't wait to get that leaf, the little feather thing. Who know what I'm talking about? What happened when you got that leaf? What could you do with that leaf? Talk to me. You can fly. Man, I used to just fly through the board. I didn't want to go through the process of what I had to go through to pass that board. So I couldn't wait till I got the lead and just fly through the board. That's what some of you want to do. You want to fly through Choffin, you want to fly through Cheney or East or wherever you go. You want to fly through the process. But there's so many more important things in the process that you need for your journey that's going to make you better, that's going to perfect you. It's all about being a better you. So what are you doing now to become a better you? What are you doing today that you didn't do yesterday, but you know you need to do today because you want to be better? Trying harder. In other words, he said, I'm giving more effort. Are you just ready? You just yawning? Oh, she just yawning. Getting proper rest is important. Making sure you're eating right. I was just talking to a young football player. He was kind of giving me his ins and outs of what's going on. Listen, man, if you're trying to, you got to eat better. You got to get rest. You got to stay hydrated. I'm an athlete. I played ball before. I still play ball. I have over 10 years of coaching. I'm still on max prep. We're breaking some of the school records. I used to coach. I coached at East for the past couple of years before my son graduated. I coached at Harvard Christian out in Columbiana. Justin Jr., everybody probably know who he is just about. But the point that I'm making is it's the process and doing what it takes to succeed, to push, to live a fulfilled life. Like when I'm gone, I want to make sure, when I say fulfilled life, I want to make sure that I gave my all. I don't want to leave nothing here. You ever have a plate of food? You just left some food on the plate? What your mama say? What your mom say when you leave some food on the plate? The point that I'm making is to live a fulfilled life. You don't want nothing on the plate. I don't want to leave nothing on the plate. I want that plate to be clean. I don't want to leave this earth and then I get old and I'm about to leave this earth and I'm still thinking, man, I wish I would have did. I wish I would have did. I don't want to live in, I wish I would have. And if some of you don't get your act together now, you're going to be, I wish I would have. And once the time is gone, you can't get it back. You can't get it back. I got 7 minutes. Any questions? Anybody got questions? Thank you. Anybody got questions? We got 7 minutes. Or some of y'all scared to ask questions? Yes. You say you're scared to ask questions. What you want to do with your life? What you want to do? Why you here? You're doing a lot of talking, so let's interact. Take your mask off so I can talk. Why are you here? Okay, what you trying to do? What you trying to build? What you trying to create? Hey, listen, because you might learn something. It's part of your process. Listening is part of your process. So you want to be an entrepreneur, but you don't want to know, you don't know what you want to do. What are you passionate about? What inspired you to want to be an entrepreneur? Did it look cool or something? You're just like, I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't know what I want to be. There's something that inspired you or gave you the thought that you want to be an entrepreneur? While you thinking, what helped me was to start this ministry, this business is, guess what? I don't want to work for people the rest of my life. I don't want to. Listen, I love you. But at some point in time, I got to branch out. That you have an opportunity to have people work for you. And guess what? You have teachers that have the gifting, have the anointing to help you. That when you get done here, you can start your own business. Let me. My daughter has 2 businesses. She's 16, got her car, straight A student. She got 2 businesses. Well, it's not that you do anything wrong. You got to find out what you want to do. My daughter's 16. She makes T-shirts and she does nails. She got 2 businesses. 16 years old. Might I add, my beautiful wife, she's a hairstylist. She has her own business. And she's about to open up another shop. I'm trying to unlock the potential that is within you. So you can't settle. To get to another level, you gotta work hard. You gotta be dedicated. I got 3 minutes. Yes. Listen, don't be afraid to ask your question because your question may listen to this. This question may unlock your potential. What you're afraid to ask, by him asking, may unlock your potential. What's your question? Don't be afraid. You turn down your music. That makes me think you ain't heard nothing I said. Who asked the question? Did he ask a question? Come on, I got 2 minutes. Okay, well listen, to this young man. What you have to start doing is you got to start writing. When you start writing things that come to life, listen to what I'm telling you. When you have an idea, write it down. Do some research. Begin to pursue effort. What you write down comes to life. What you write down, I'm a living witness. What you write down comes to life. What you write down begins to breathe. Now the key is you got to watch what you say. Because what you write down, what you say could kill it. Or it can flourish. Why? Because life and death. If you understand how God created you, God created this earth by speaking. He gave you that same ability. You just got to know how to use it for the right purposes. You can kill somebody's dreams by what you say. You can kill your own dreams by what you say. Got 30 seconds. Yes.
Okay, so
take your mask down so I can hear you. Did I have kids? Yes. Listen. Yes. My oldest is 24 years old.
okay. So did you start your career? Did you want
Listen up, because this can help you. That's a very good question. What I'm doing here is what I'm passionately called to do. This organization that I started is what I'm called to do as well. But yes, I wanted to do what God has, the gift that he's given. I wanted to use it because I knew if I use my gift and maximize my gift, then I can maximize my children's gifts. See, my parents didn't raise me like how I raised my children. Like my oldest son, 24 years old, he has a full-time job and he's in Harvard College. Because he wants a business. So you see the trend. That's why it's important to have the right people in your life. And guess what? You're at Choffin. You got the right people in your life that can help you unlock what you want to do. I'm not saying your mom and dad, auntie and uncle can't help, but I'm telling you today, listen, this is a divine appointment. You're at the school for a reason. And you got teachers that's going to help, and administrators will help catapult you. Who wants to go to another level as I close? Well, guess what? You want to go to college football, right? So working on what grade are you in? 11th? Now we're starting working on the ACT schools. You got to have, on top of ACT scores, you got to have good grades. You got to come to school. Can't have a bunch of missing school, playing around. Can't have none of that. Plus, you got to work hard. So the bar for you is up here. You want to play ball? It's going to take work to get there. And it starts with what you do in the classroom. It starts with what you do at Choffin. You can't do it in the classroom, you can't do it on the field. Just that simple. I don't care how much you want to be on the field. Can't do it in the classroom, can't do it at Choffin, can't do it on the field. It's discipline. And guess what? You might have to let some of your homies go because they can hinder where you're trying to go. You could very well go to college and go to the NFL. Guess what? You're trying to hold on to your homies and trying to go, it ain't gonna happen. For where you want to go, you have to let some things go that you love. You have to let some things go that you love. Guess what? That somebody ain't you though. So guess what? You got to stay focused on you. Just because one did, don't think you can do it.
Thank you, Mr. Jamie. Thank you for sharing your gift with us. We are so happy to call him part of our Choffin family. Thank you.